Whoa, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? What am I doing there? I'm there right now. I know it's been a while for all 6 of you that watch. Um, but I don't know, it's been just, not a very inspiring week. It's just been nice. Haven't had much to talk about. I mean, things are just great. Just got back from a trip home. Went to my home where I grew up for 4 years. We moved around, not like a lot or anything, but we moved, let's see, Charleston, North Carolina, or no, North Carolina, Charleston, North Carolina, North Carolina, North Carolina. So we moved like 5 times, which is kind of a lot actually. I moved schools. I went to one, including, I'm gonna include preschool, even though it doesn't really count. But I went to 1, 2, 3, 4. I went to 4 schools before I went to middle school, and then I went to 1 middle school and then 2 different high schools. So I went to 7 different schools, and obviously everybody goes through at least 3 or 1 if you're in like private school or something. I don't know, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. A little bit about me, a little tidbit about me. Yeah, man. This I've decided to record today because today was kind of like the peak of the greatness, that this whole week really has provided me. So I kind of want to go over it from the beginning. Had a hit rock bottom, literally and figuratively, almost immediately today. So we hit the beach around, we get to work around 6 a.m. I was at a beach where we have to drive to. We can't just patrol straight from the place I work, headquarters. Oh man. So I had to drive there. So we started around, I think I started 6:30 in the morning. Work up a few crawls, nothing too major. And then I'm at one that I have to mark, so it means I have to dig it up and find the clutch. And it was a green, so I was like, all right, rolled the sleeves up, ready to go. And then I get a call from my partner who is like, hey, there's a turtle in the rocks. Can you come help? And I was like, hell yeah. Like, how many opportunities do I have to save a turtle out of a rock? For this summer, particularly, a lot, but throughout the rest of my life, got to take every opportunity, and I would be a fucking asshole not to help. So I go down there. There's a crowd of people, which, who could blame them? There's a green sea turtle mom who's coming back from nesting, I believe. So I believe it was a nest because green sea turtles take a long time to nest. Their nesting process can be like up to 3 hours, maybe even more. I personally haven't seen their entire nesting process, but I know leatherbacks take a while. And greens are kind of like the divas of the sea turtle world. Like, they're very particular. They get spooked easily. They like their nests to be, neat. Not neat necessarily, but like really put together. Like, it's a fucking nest. Like, you're gonna have trouble finding that. Not us though, because we're really good at finding the clutch and we know nesting behavior. I'm all right. I probably get like total percentage wise of greens I've found this year. I think I can ask at the end of the year, but I want to say I've had a 70, maybe 75% success rate. There'll be days where I find them all in one hole, like 5 of them, boom, 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 one hole. But there's other days where I fucking, like today, I didn't find the one I had to dig. Regardless, green sea turtles, they're divas, they're prima donnas, they like everything how they like it, which, I mean, hey, you've been doing this for millions of years, who am I to judge? Anyway, so she came up while the tide was a bit higher, but it was coming out, and they take a long time to nest, so by the time she was done nesting, the tide had gone back out, and all of these, we have a rocky shoreline, which, is part of the reason why we have so many turtles, because turtles love those rocky shorelines. They can nuzzle right in and sleep for hours and hours and hours and just chill out and just wedge themselves. They lower their heart rate to like 1 beat a minute. It's insane. So they just stay under there while they sleep, and then they don't waste any other energy but to nest and to mate. So yeah, that's just a little cool fact. But anyway, so she got stuck on the rocks, and I come down, and first of all, there's these like two ladies touching her who like aren't me or my partner. It's like, stop. And then they told my partner, I didn't know this till after survey, they told my partner that they were like previously trained to do wrangling of sea turtle. Like, no, you didn't. That's just a bold-faced lie. Like, there's no chance you were trained to do this, unless it was some other fucking idiot that was like, oh yeah, man, they love whenever you help them out. You just got to touch them, fucking get in their way and freak them out. Not a permit in the world. You're touching a federally protected species. Like, of course, I personally don't want you to touch them because, first of all, you're not allowed. You're not on the permit. My name is on the permit, not yours. You don't know what you're doing. These things, I mean, this mom today weighed 500 pounds, 400 pounds, let's say. 400 pounds. You have no idea what you're doing. This is a giant beast of a turtle, and it'll hurt you, it'll bite you, it'll slap you, I almost fucking broke my ankle. So whenever we were moving it across these rocks, it's super mossy, and then whenever she realized she could move, whenever we lifted her up a couple inches and she was like unstuck, she would start freaking out and start flapping. And so she was slapping the shit out of our legs, but we were still going, obviously, we're good at our job. And then she like, whenever we put her down, she's still going, and then she like slides off of this rock. And so it was, hold on. It was turtle on a rock. My partner's over here. I'm over here. Another rock right here, and here's my ankle. So the turtle slides right into my ankle and presses it against the rock, and then starts going forward and slides the side of her shell across my fucking ankle. And keep in mind, she's not a small lady. Like, she's 400 pounds, give or take. And so if she would have put all of her weight on my ankle, his shit would have been shattered. Like, I would have not have walked out of there, I believe. What was I saying? Oh, anyway. So I like move my ankle, and keep in mind, there's like a crowd of 20 people behind me, including people with like professional grade cameras, like community members, sponsors, probably boosters. Like, this is a wealthy area. They probably sponsor our stuff that we have going on, saving the turtles or whatever. So as bad as I wanted to call this sea turtle a bitch, I love them. I love all the sea turtles. I really, really do. But, oh man, I wanted to curse this one out so bad. So I just, bit my tongue. I looked over in the crowd, saw this guy. I was like, can you come help us? And he lifted the back of her and got her back in the water or whatever. And then I finished survey, pretty chill day. Went to the office, had a good time there. Got all the data, got out around like 2:30. So I worked for like 8.5 hours today. And then after that, I was like, I have to come out on the boat. Like, I've like a little over 2 weeks left here. Also big news on a job. Stay tuned. But yeah, I have 2 weeks left here. Obviously, I'm going to come to the fucking boat, man. I'm going to try to soak up every experience I can. So Ron was here. He saw me paddling out here. I've left my paddle here. And so I put my slides in my hands and like cupped them and was just like doing this all the way here. And it wasn't, it's like pretty far. And it was working all right. But then he saw me and came over in his little dinghy, picked me up, and then brought me over here. And I was like, I was catching up with him, haven't seen him in forever. And so we just got over here, started chilling, opened all the hatches or whatever. And then he was like, all right, let's go like scrape a bit of like gunk off the bottom of the boat real quick. Go around with some shit and, scrape and scrub. So we went around, scraping, whatever. Let me tell you, this mask that I got is definitely just recreational. It is not like, if you're not purely just like doing some chill ass swimming or whatever, water will come in, you can't breathe, you're breathing like Darth Vader. It's literally like, and you really have to like be labor intensive whenever you breathe through it. And so I was moving like a dolphin, don't get me wrong. I would be like swimming upside down, like dragging the blade across the bottom of the boat or whatever and getting like shit off like one pass at a time. But whenever I tell you, I would come up and go and like try to take a deep breath, and it would be like those, you remember those like mountain masks people used to wear whenever they would like go work out and they looked like a gargoyle kind of. It was like breathing through one of those whenever you're like, you really need some air right now. Like you can't be I can't pass out in the water, I'll die. So I definitely learned my lesson on that one. And Ron like told me before, he was like, those masks suck, dude. Like they leak and it's hard to breathe. And I was like, dude, it was $20. Who cares? I definitely learned why you spend at least $30 on your snorkel setup. But anyway, did that for a while. It's really like a great way to work out. Like having chores and activities to do, like whether it's mowing the lawn or scraping gunk off the bottom of a boat or whatever you do, like beyond just hobbies, like things you have to do, cleaning the gutters, even like house maintenance, anything like that, like building the fence, stuff like that. You don't need to work out if you're doing stuff like that pretty consistently. I'm feeling strong right now. But yeah, did that, came back on. He was just like, fuck it, don't even get back on the boat, like come back in the dinghy and I'm gonna take you to this sunken boat. And I was like, all right, bet. So I threw my like flippers in the dinghy, mask, whatever, hopped in, and then we drove over to this one buoy where is the marker for the sunken ship. And we dive down and we're searching around and we like follow the rope and go all around and it's not even there. They moved it out, they towed it out. Obviously it was probably for like a good reason. Like they had to, remove it for safety or whatever. But yeah, he went around there and then he was like, hey, this buoy isn't like connected to anything. Like nobody's using it. It's up for grabs. Like at this point it's up for grabs. And so he was just like, fuck it. And then he grabbed a hold of it and started driving his dinghy to where he's going to put his boat to where he can have, I'm here. He has another boat right here. And then he's going to put his catamaran, the one he lives on, right there. So he's going to keep this boat. And then the boat I'm on right now, he's planning on like just fixing up and selling. But yeah, he's going to have like a little neighborhood of his own boats, which is sick. So after that, we just like kept driving around to little spots that he knows or whatever. And we get to this place called Peanut Island. If you're from Juno Beach or Jupiter, places around here, whatever. West Palm Beach area, which is where I'm living currently, only for the next 2 and some change weeks. The fuck was I just saying? Whatever, we went to Peanut Island, and it's a popular snorkel spot, and I don't know if today's like a holiday or something, but there's so many people out here. But small boat, whatever, park wherever, and we started snorkeling, and as I've said many times, I'm very new to this and like not an expert in any way whatsoever, so I'm learning, and we were going around and there were these rocky outcrops and, the fish it was a protected area, like the fish were used to people being around there, and some of these fish were 3 feet big, 2 feet wide, 2 feet long and 2 feet tall, I'll say, and probably like 4 inches wide or whatever. You don't care about the dimensions of a fish. So we were going around and there was this one parrot color scheme fish that was huge, and I swam alongside that for 2 minutes or whatever. And there was these other beautiful fish, and some of them had like, you could see their teeth, and they would swim right up to you and just drift right by, like not a care in the world, probably looking at me like I'm some ugly ass fish and he didn't want to be my friend. But I'm swimming around, and I really could have like cried. It was the most peaceful. I mean, I'm underwater after I relaxed my heart attack heart rate from scrubbing the boat, and I was like regular. I could hold my breath for like, minute. But that minute felt like 20. It was just nothing but just pure visual stimulation. Like I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know how they were communicating. I didn't know why they were moving here, or if they were swimming to their little fish apartment in these rocks or whatever. But I was just solely intently focused on these fish and their lives that they are like living. And then I would like look up and like be surprised that there was like a person there. It was the most lost in another world I've been possibly in my lifetime. Like the fish were just so beautiful. There was these spotted stingrays that just have the most like, that color combination really spoke to me. Like it was like brown tan with like some blue white iridescent kind of like rings. It was amazing. It was amazing. It really was. And we took a tour around the whole island, and it was just like, we weren't involved in like the partying and like hanging out, but like there we could just see people parking their boats all around, going up and having a good time. There was nothing bad going on out there. Like probably people getting drunk, probably going to drive their boats drunk, not good, not great. But like in that moment, right then and there, it was just happiness and peace. And then it was the same underwater too. Like underwater, swimming around with those fish was just happiness and peace. And it kind of got to a point where I just realized I'm not saying this is like my final day of happiness and I'm going to like enjoy it or whatever. I am going to enjoy the day, but it was just showing that like, it's okay for things to be okay. Like I was over here, what am I angry about? What am I mad about? What's on my mind that I have some strong opinion on? And that's why I wasn't like making a video or whatever. And I kind of just, that's bullshit. Like, just because things aren't going wrong doesn't mean you don't have something to talk about. Like, it's not, your friends aren't your friends because you're some sort of like blog. Your family doesn't like care about your opinion just because you're like mad all the time. I don't know, like it's just when things are going good, share more than you would normally when things are going bad. Whenever people are having a bad day, that's whenever they share the most. But whenever people are having a good day, nobody really says shit. Like, including me. And like, to a degree, it's like, you don't want to brag, like you don't want to like flaunt your good day or whatever, just in case people might be having a bad day. But seeing those people having a good day out there made my day better. Like that might be the difference, like seeing versus hearing that people are having a good day, because it's like, it's so easy to bullshit having a good day and just like laugh through the pain or lie through the pain. So it's like people kind of might have like a predisposition to consider that false when people talk about how happy they are. But seeing it is something completely different. You can't fake that. You can't fake seeing happiness. So I think that's why it really resonated to me today, that like, just because things aren't going terrible and you don't have a million things against you, talk about your day. It's great to have a good day. Some people love hearing people are having a good day, especially the people that care about you. Let them know you're having a good day. You don't need to call them whenever you're down and out and, oh man, like, oh, like I need $20, like, or, oh, my fucking boss, like, oh, he's such a fucking asshole. Whatever. Like, it's all right to have a good day, Don't be so hard on yourself. It's so easy to get down on yourself. Like me, like, anytime I get rejected from a job or, you know, other kind of surface level annoying things or whatever, I'm more so, I'm not saying it's like I don't need to like blame myself or take accountability for anything, but it's like I immediately go to like I fucking suck. Like, of course they wouldn't want me. Like, my resume sucks. I'm such a fraud. Like, all of this experience and all of this knowledge that I've gained over my literally being 1 year out of college. Like, I'm not like a 20-year vet, like still struggling to get jobs. Like, it's all right to like, I'm supposed to struggle right now. Like, I'm supposed to not get everything I want. I'm supposed to work my way up and, fight and scrap and sell myself and develop this self-belief so that whenever I do get in more leadership positions, I can have this sense of, you know what, I've earned it and I know I've earned it. I wasn't given anything. Not even to be like some inspirational speaker or anything. Like, I've definitely been thrown multiple bones, and I wouldn't be, sitting right here right now if I wasn't given opportunities whenever, it wasn't so much of what was on paper. It was about, what they knew about me. So I definitely have people to thank and, luck on my side, but I'm still grinding for this. I want this really, really bad. And to get it and to truly, truly grab hold of it and achieve it, you have to fight and be in positions where you're not the smartest, you're not the most experienced, you're playing catch up. That playing catch up makes you move 10 times faster than everybody else. And then eventually over the years, that becomes your norm. That becomes your baseline, is moving quicker than everybody else because you've always had to. And then meanwhile, whenever you're, the director of something, the manager of something, the lead on something, a project or job or department or whatever, that you still have that inside you, and you also know how to get that out of other people because you've done it yourself. Well, not all the time. Sometimes people are just good at doing them. Like, I hope that I am a good, not like leader. Like, I don't think I'm like, that's weird to like think about it like that, but like just somebody can come to, a person somebody can come to whenever they simply have a question or are questioning everything. Like, that's what I hope to be. So as long as I'm, not getting too down on myself and not being so hard on myself, and keep it real, learn everything I need to learn from where I fucked up, and then move on and be 100% better from it. That's more what I believe I need to like focus on. Instead of, oh, I did this, I did that, I suck. Of course I don't deserve to be at this table or whatever. It's easy to get lost in that. So to anybody watching this, I know I just rambled about the same thing for 23 minutes, but it's all right to have a good day. It's all right to, lift yourself up. It's all right to freak out. It's all right to not believe in yourself. It's all right to do all that, but at the end of the day, you better love you some you. Because if you don't, nobody's gonna. You can't get people to love you. You can't get people to love you for you. Not like that. That's wrong. I take that back immediately. You can't, like, as an act of service, like, their love for you can't make up for the hatred of yourself. You have to, like, it's so corny to say, but you have to love yourself before you can let people love you. And it's true. Like, you can't, like, if you're always putting yourself down, never bringing, like, again, it's all right to talk about a bad day. It's all right to not be all right. But if that's all you do, and you truly believe that you are worthless, and you truly believe that you can't, get what you want because of who you are, it's going to be hard for people to, you know, substitute that love. It's impossible. Nobody can substitute self-love. It's hard sometimes. Like it's very easy to get down on yourself whenever, especially in like social media days and stuff like that. It's easy to get caught up. So it's going to be a bit of a short one because I feel like I've been rambling. So, you know, have a good one. You know, don't be so hard on yourself. Bye, twin. Love you. Did you really think I wasn't going to make a full 30-minute video? Nah, Rowan got here and I got embarrassed that I was talking to a camera. I didn't want him to call me gay. So, yeah, man, like I said, life is good and it, you know, sometimes it sucks, but sometimes it just gets fucking better. I mean, guys, life gets good. You know, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it really sucks, but sometimes life gets good, you know? Closing down the hatches. Come on, night, night. Night, night, boat. It's time for you to go to bed. Betty Pie. Yeah, man. I mean, I hope you guys love it as much as I do. I'm just gonna take you around while I shut the hatches. You know, me and Rowan just got back from moving an anchor that he got for free. We just moved it, and he was gonna go show me this one. Like I said, he was gonna go show me some shipwreckage, but he wasn't able to find it. Like it got taken out or whatever. And the buoy that it was supposed to be attached to, he moved. Or not, it moved. The ship moved. So he was just like, fuck it, it's not attached to anything, like nobody's using it anymore. It's been a while, so shit, pirate rules, it's just mine. And he took it, and let me see if I can show you accurately. So there is his second boat right here. This is his, and then his buoy is right there. So we moved it all out here, and we didn't realize we were doing it too close to this ship right here. I hope you can see that. That ship closest to us, we got really, really close to it on accident. But yeah, so we just moved that. Met one of his buddies who owns like a diving company who, you know, accidentally got 2 DUIs in the span of a week. One of them was bullshit. It was like after like 2 beers, and I know everybody says that, but who hasn't done that once or twice? I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying whatever, you know, who hasn't fucking done that? So he lost his license, and now his only mode of transportation is his boat, like his little boat that he has just to, you know, cruise and offer his diving services. So yeah, that, and now his boat to make money is broken now. So dude is just like on a tough streak right now. But he was fine. He seemed like he was doing good in good spirits. But you want to talk about a bad fucking week? There you go. And his other boat that he had, his big boat, his big sailboat, it fucking sunk one day. So yeah, could be worse, guys. Yeah, it's just been good. I forget how long my last clip was. So I think I'm going to stop here at 4 minutes, and then hopefully I didn't go over, and then come in for whatever remaining time that I have left. So here in 15 seconds, I'm going to hang up and then call back and only talk for however much gets me to 30 minutes exactly. So see you guys very, very soon. Yeah. All right, bet. I'm gonna make this short and sweet, talking for 34 seconds. Fucking have a good day. You know, nobody can tell you not to. Nobody can tell you to. If you want to have a bad day, have a bad day, but don't make it other people's bad day just because you want to have a bad day, all right? Be cool, be chill. Don't fucking freak out, all right? Everything's gonna be all right. Do your goddamn thing. Don't let anybody. Actually, everybody, fuck what I just said. I just walked from here and it was dark, and then I just fucking fell into that hole. So fuck what I was talking about. Have a bad day.